This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're here at Biotech Week in San Francisco 2014. I have with me Dr. Andrew Fox of Wadsworth Medical Technologies, a private company. Dr. Fox, welcome to SNNLive.
Pleasure to be here with you today, Shelley.
It's good to have you. So let's get right into it. Can I call you Andy?
Please.
Okay, Andy, please tell us about Wadsworth.
Wadsworth Medical Technology has developed a device that will replace sutures, staples, glues, and other technologies for closing wounds.
So in other words, a new technology has arrived through Wadsworth.
That's correct. The gold standard for closing all wounds is to pucker up or evert the skin edges for a variety of reasons, but primarily for cosmetic outcome and reduction of infection. And our product does that 100% of the time, quickly, easily, and independent of who's performing the procedure.
Okay, so we're talking about a ginormous market.
Very big market. In fact, wound closure in the United States alone is between $2 and $3 billion. Our intellectual property also covers internal applications, which makes it a $5 billion market. If you just look at the consumer market, it's close to $2.5 billion market. So yes, it is huge.
So what does it look like?
The best way for me to describe it is to show you. Now, this might not show up that well on the camera, but I'll do my best. Let's make believe you have a cut here. So we dab it, dry it off. We take our device off, which is made of proprietary plastics and adhesives, put it on, and we'd use multiple of them for a larger incision, and we pull it together, and it everts the skin edge 100% of the time.
I felt it do that.
Good.
That's what it's supposed to do.
That's what it's supposed to do.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if I was bleeding, I wouldn't have to get stitches now.
Right. Not only would you not have to get stitches, but you wouldn't have to go to the emergency room, spend 3 hours waiting, let alone the costs that are incurred, even if you have insurance. Then these naturally fall off. In our preliminary studies with 60 patients, these stayed on for 2 weeks without any dislodgement, without any reduction of the skin edge eversion, and they just naturally came off as the skin changes over.
So are you telling me I wouldn't need a shot? I don't need to deaden this, like lidocaine or...
No shots, no pain.
Really? So this would be great for kids.
It's great for kids, and we're all kids inside. It would be great for us as well.
So tell me more about your background and how and why you developed this.
Well, I was a professor of vascular surgery in Boston, and at the ripe old young age of 50, it was time for me to do something different. I was just getting worn out running back and forth to the hospital all the time. So I entered business school in Boston, graduated with an MBA, and this product was entered in a business plan competition at the school that I went to at Sloan, and we came in third. When I was looking for a career afterwards, I said, how hard could it be to be an entrepreneur? And here I am 7 years later, we've finally begun to commercialize it.
So commercializing it is the success formula, but my feeling is this is the kind of a device that, potentially a larger company already in the wound care business would be interested in.
They are, and we've spoken to all of them. Our job right now is to build a little bit of value and to gain some traction. So we're working in a couple of niche markets. We're beginning to generate revenues. We're on the shelves of 5 hospitals, and we're beginning our entree into the consumer market. In about a year or so, we will be ready to formulate those relationships. At this point, we are seeking big distributors to help us, and perhaps they will be the eventual acquirers of us.
What's the opinion of the medical community?
They love it. In the 60 patients that we had all of the surgeons fill out forms that showed that were measured on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest, and in almost all the matrices, they all came out 5, and we did the same thing with the patients, and they felt as well. Everybody loves it. The people who love it the most are really the nurses in the operating room, and they love it not because it makes their life easier, though it does, is because they want it for their kids.
What about military? I mean, I just,
Perfect. We have meetings set up with the military as well. I believe that these should be in every military pack for our armed soldiers. Just imagine how easy it is if they have a bleeding wound, that they or the medic could just close it up and they could go on. Or at least they could await transport back to a medical facility.
a Band-Aid isn't going to do this.
That's right. That's because we're selling wound edge eversion, which is the gold standard of all closure. And remember, most of the 100 million wounds that are closed across the United States are not being closed properly, and Dermalock allows it to be so.
What is the website for the rest of us to find out about what your company does?
www.dermalock.com. That's DERMALOC.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Andrew Fox of Wadsworth Medical Technologies. It's a private company. I'm Shelley Kraft with Biotech Week here in San Francisco 2014. Andy, thank you for telling me
Thank you
this
for
story.
the opportunity. My pleasure.